let's talk about evaluating AI models. Now, when we do, most of the conversation is all about those heavy technical engineering metrics. But today, we're going to push way past that. We're going to uncover what really matters for your product and, most importantly, for your users. Okay, just imagine this for a second. Your data science team is celebrating, and for good reason. They've built a technical masterpiece with a 97% accuracy rate. But at the exact same time, your support team is on a frantic call with a major client who is about to leave. And it turns out that little 3% error rate, yeah, it just happens to land on their most critical use case every single time. So how on earth is that possible? How can a model that is, by all technical measures, a massive success also be the cause of a massive product failure? That's the paradox we're going to completely unravel today. Well, the root of this whole problem lies in a pretty fundamental conflict. It's a clash between two totally different ways of measuring success. You've got the world of technical metrics versus the world of product metrics. And spoiler alert, they are not always on the same team. I love this analogy. Think of your AI model as a tool, kind of like a super high-tech oven in a fancy restaurant. Now, you can calibrate that oven to absolute perfection, perfect temperature, incredible efficiency, but that doesn't automatically mean the chef is going to make a meal that customers actually love, right? The oven is just one piece of the whole puzzle. And this right here, this lays out those two different worlds perfectly. See, engineers are focused on the system. They're asking, is it accurate? Is it fast? Is it cheap to run? But as a product manager, you have to be focused on the user. You're asking, are they actually getting their task done? Are they sticking around and using our product? And when it comes down to it, are they happy? And this is exactly where the AI product manager becomes so critical. Your job is to be the bridge. You have to translate user needs and business goals into technical requirements, and then turn right around and translate all those technical capabilities back into real user value. You're the one who makes sure that technically perfect oven is actually making a delicious meal. So, how does a PM build that bridge? Well, you need a better toolkit, one that gives you a much more holistic view of what success even looks like. It's all about moving beyond being fixated on a single number like accuracy and starting to see the entire picture. A really great way to structure this is with 3 pillars. First, there's functionality. Does the thing actually work? And yeah, accuracy is part of this, but honestly, that's just table stakes. Second, engagement. Are people actually using this AI feature, or is it just some cool gimmick they ignore? And third, satisfaction. Do they love the experience? Does it make their lives better in some way? Let's just focus on engagement for a second. Tracking feature usage is a simple, but man, it's a powerful way to see if your AI is truly valuable. Because if only a tiny fraction of your users ever even touch the feature, it really doesn't matter how accurate it is. You have to understand if it's becoming a real part of their workflow. And this right here perfectly illustrates that satisfaction pillar. You can't just rely on numbers. You have to go out and gather that qualitative feedback. That means running surveys, digging into customer support tickets, listening to what people are saying on social media, doing usability tests. All of these things help you understand the why behind the data. Why are users happy, or why are they frustrated? Okay, so we've got the pillars down. Now let's get even more practical and look at a couple of frameworks that'll help you put all this theory into practice and start measuring what really creates value. This is the Kano model, and it's fantastic for really getting user satisfaction. It shows that some features are must-haves. If they don't work, users are angry, period. Some are performance features where, better is better. But the real magic is in the attractive features, those unexpected delights that create true fans. Just cranking up accuracy, which is a performance metric, might not create any delight at all if you're not meeting a core need. Now, as you apply these frameworks, you have to be aware of some common pitfalls. It is so easy to start chasing vanity metrics that don't actually matter, or to just believe the raw numbers without any context. For example, a survey might say 700,000 users want a feature, but the data might show they'd only use it once a year. You have to always dig deeper and test your assumptions. The solution is to bring every single thing together. Really, the ideal state is a unified dashboard where everyone from engineering to marketing to the CEO can see the full story. Your model's accuracy is tracked right there next to user retention and your net promoter score. This creates that single source of truth about how healthy the product really is. But look, having a great dashboard, that's not enough. To truly make this user-centric approach stick, you have to build it into your team's culture, into your daily rituals. It has to fuel the conversation, not just be a report. A super powerful tool for this is the North Star metric. This is the one number that, above all others, tells you if you are actually delivering value to your customers. For a social media app, it might be daily active users. For a SaaS tool, it could be the number of key actions taken per week. What it does is align the entire team on a single, user-focused goal. So here it is, a 4-step plan you can use. First, get your team together and define your North Star metric. Second, build that unified dashboard to track it. Third, and this is so critical, implement weekly reviews where you don't just discuss the numbers, you discuss the user stories behind them. And finally, create a formal feedback loop to make sure user insights are constantly fueling what you build next. So I'll just leave you with this final thought. The next time you're evaluating an AI feature, just pause and check the question you're asking. Don't just ask if the model is technically accurate, ask if the product truly, deeply, and effectively solves your user's problem. Because that shift in thinking is what separates a good AI feature from a truly great one.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like.